What if I told you that Pav Bhaji could teach you everything you need to know about inflation? Welcome to today's episode, where we break down inflation using something we all love, Pav Bhaji Index. The rising cost of a plate of Pav Bhaji can directly impact your savings, purchasing power, and long-term financial goals. Even top economists track inflation using everyday essentials. Dr. Viral Acharya, former Deputy Governor of the RBI, used what he called the Pav Bhaji Index. While in India, he would check with his mother every month about the prices of tomatoes, potatoes, and onions, the key ingredients that fluctuate the most and shape people's perception of inflation. Just as Pav Bhaji gets pricier over time, the value of money erodes, affecting everything from daily expenses to long-term investments. So, understanding inflation is not just for economists. It is essential for everyone managing their finances. Let's dive in. What is inflation? Simply put, inflation is the rate at which the prices of goods and services rise over time. For example, if a plate of Pav Bhaji cost Rs 50 10 years ago and today it costs Rs 150, that is inflation. It is not just about street food. This applies to everything: groceries, rent, fuel, education, transportation, and even entertainment.
बसंती इन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना।
कैसे नहीं नाचेगी? हम कुत्तों ने पैसे दिए, नाच!
The impact of inflation. First, eroding purchasing power. As inflation rises, your money loses value over time. If your salary remains the same but expenses keep rising, you effectively earn less in real terms. Increased cost of big goals. Inflation affects major life goals like education, buying a house, or retirement. If you don't plan for inflation, your savings won't be enough. Third, delayed investments and higher expenses. Because of rising costs, people often postpone investing and spend more on current expenses. However, delaying investments hurts financial growth, since you miss out on compounding, one of the most powerful tools for wealth building. How it impacts your child's future education costs. The term education inflation describes consistent increase in education costs, such as increase in tuition fees, books, and other educational expenses. This frequently outpaces the general rate of inflation. Education costs are also driven up by administrative costs, technology improvements, and the growing demand for high quality education. The rising cost of education often leaves parents draining their savings or taking education loans. For example, Harvard's tuition fees went up from $10,000 in 1980 to over $55,000 today, while IIM Ahmedabad's MBA cost soared from Rs 2.5 lakh in 2000 to Rs 25 lakh in 2025.
लूट मची है सारे देश में और उस पर तेरी ऐसी ऐसी चिट्ठियां आएंगी कॉलेज से तो बता हम खाएंगे क्या?
How to protect your money from inflation? First, invest wisely. Keeping all your money in a savings account is not enough. Instead, consider investing in assets that grow over time. Equity investments. Historically, equity investments have given returns higher than inflation. Gold and real estate. These tend to retain value over time and act as a hedge against inflation. Inflation-linked bonds. Government bonds adjust interest rates based on inflation, helping protect purchasing power. Second, diversify your portfolio. While investing, don't put all your money in one type of asset. Instead, spread investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and gold. Diversification helps reduce risk while ensuring good returns. Diversifying investments into assets that beat inflation, such as mutual funds, applying for scholarships, investing in education-focused saving plans, and thinking about alternate learning pathways can all be beneficial. Third, start early to maximize growth. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. For example, if you invest Rs 10,000 per month in a mutual fund at a 10% expected return, in 15 years, you could accumulate about Rs 46 lakhs, much more than just saving Rs 10,000 every month in a bank account. Fourth, budget smartly and adapt. Monitor your spending habits and adjust where necessary. If the cost of Pav Bhaji rises by Rs 20 per plate, you don't have to stop eating it, but you might cut unnecessary expenses elsewhere. Final thoughts. Beat inflation before it beats you. Inflation is unavoidable, but it does not have to control your financial future. The three key takeaways are: first, understand inflation. Prices will always rise, and you must plan for it. Second, invest smartly. Your savings alone won't protect you. Investing in inflation-beating assets will. Third, start early and stay consistent. The sooner you begin savings and investing, the better you can fight inflation and secure your financial future. So next time you buy a plate of pav bhaji, think about how inflation affects more than just your meal. It impacts your entire financial life. That's all for today's episode. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend and let us all stay financially smart. Until next time, happy investing.